Hi everybody. So today I'm going to do a review of the KJV Turquoise Reference Edition, which is done by Cambridge, and this one has been rebound by Bensbibles. So he used what they call a butterball cowskin, which is a really thick leather, and then it's also got a cowhide liner. So the company he gets his leather from, the way that they describe this is it's a milled full grain leather. So we can see the grain pattern on there. Then we can see that on the back. Just an absolutely beautiful leather. We can also see that he's got wraparound raised ribs. So we're going to have 5 raised ribs that he did on there, which look really, really nice. On the spine we've got Holy Bible and Bensbibles. But you can see the way that those are wrapped around there. So he just did a fantastic job. He did also do a full yap all the way around. So some of you may not like yaps. I personally love it. I think it just looks fantastic. The way that that is formed around the book block. I mean, it just hugs that text block beautifully. He did do white head and tail bands. We've got just our regular gold gilding. And because this one originally came in a black calf split, this one is not going to have the art gilding. So we've got 2 black double satin ribbons. Now the way he does his rebinds is a little bit different than some. So this one is similar to a paste down. So the leather liner is attached to the book block, and then he builds the cover portion separately and then puts them together. And he tapers the edges of this leather interior for an almost seamless finish. And I would say that it is seamless. The way that he's done this one is just absolutely flawless. So it's got a thin cowhide liner, which has a really nice feel. And then if you didn't know, you would just think that that was a tool line that went around there. But it's actually, we've got the interior leather as well as this exterior. And you can see right there how thick this chunk of leather is. The way he does his corners, the way he pleats the leather, and then does that little tool line around that corner, just looks fantastic. So really just a beautiful, beautiful rebind. I mean, he's got so much talent. And I noticed when I was reading from this earlier, everything just lays right where it's supposed to. So it's just a joy to read and use this Bible. It's absolutely gorgeous. He did use the original end papers, so that's going to be the same as what came with it. So we're going to have the Cambridge Turquoise. We will have the Epistle Dedicatory. One thing I'll show you right there is the typeset in antique, old style number 3. So we've got 10-11 point. Printed in the Netherlands by Royal Youngblood. And I love the Cambridge crest. We're also going to have our Epistle Dedicatory. So that's going to be a few pages. And then we'll get right into the biblical text. And this video is more about the rebind. Boy, if I can get a hold of that page. Alright, so we're going to have all of the books of the Bible, the table of the signs used, and then we get right into the text block, which is going to be a double column format, and we'll have all of our cross references in the center column. It is going to be verse by verse. So really just a beautiful, beautiful layout. I absolutely love the turquoise. So verse by verse, and we can see next to chapter 1, we can see that little 1 right to the left of it. So one thing that's kind of neat in this Bible, so right here we're in Joshua chapter 20, and we can see that little 207. So the 20th chapter of Joshua is actually the 207th chapter in the Bible, which I think is really neat. We can see how well everything in this lays right where it's supposed to when you're using the Bible, which is really nice. It's got a 28 GSM Indo-Opaque paper, so a really nice paper. So here is one of our 2 ribbons. So it's nice that it's actually got plenty of length, and I really do like that. So I've got that just basically right in the center of the Bible. So Psalm 117, we can see that that's the 595th chapter. So we actually have 594 chapters after it, 594 chapters before it. So that's kind of cool. We can see on this one here that we don't have any art gilding, and that's because this originally was the black calf split leather. So now the goat skin, you can get goat skin that has the art gilding, and I can show you in the end a quick shot of that. So we've got our New Testament. And then one thing I did want to let you know is with the words of red, so we've got with the words of our Lord while upon earth printed in red. So it's not going to be all the way through Revelation, so just so you are aware. Get you a nice shot of our red letter, which is a nice deep shade of red. I think Cambridge by far does the best as far as red letter goes. And then one thing that I really like about the turquoise is all of the references are just straight across from where they're at in the text. So it makes it so easy to find. So if you're reading on this column and you get to one, it's just going to be almost right next to it. On occasion, it's just a hair down, but for the most part, it's just right on the money right there. So we get to the end of Revelation. We can see that we just have black letter since Christ was not on the earth. Then we're going to get into our concordance. So it does have a nice concordance in this one. It is a 3-column format. Still a really nice print. And even though sometimes the print in a Cambridge, depending on the edition that you have, it might be smaller, the way that they do the print and the paper they use, it's very, very readable. So we can also see right there that the page numbers start over in there, and then also in the New Testament the pages start over again at 1 once we get into the New Testament. On our concordance, we're going to have 112 pages, so a decent amount of concordance. Then we get into our maps, which there will be 15 of them. There's a map index, which is nice. I like the way that they use color. Then we'll get to the actual maps. Alright, so we can see that it is a little bit of glare right there. So it is on a slightly shiny, not a super shiny cardstock, but it does have a shine to it. So we'll have the 15 full color maps, which all look really nice. This Bible does have a sewn binding. And then we just get to the end. We've got a few pages of blank cardstock, but just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful Bible. So if you looked at the turquoise in the calf split leather, that's going to retail for $210. You can get it right around $142 or so. And then the goatskin edition, which will have the art gilding, and it will also be leather lined, those retail at $310. You can get those for about $200. And then the goatskin will have an art gilding on it, so you can kind of see how that is. But I'll link both the calf split as well as the goatskin both in the description box. But just a really, really beautiful Bible, but I kind of just really wanted to show off the work that Bensbibles has done here. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I will link his information in the description box. So if you're looking to have a Bible rebound, this was about $175 to be rebound by him. I didn't have it done, somebody else actually did, and I purchased it from them. And then I messaged him to get the information on the rebind and the leather and everything so that I could do a video and that I could kind of showcase his work a little bit in case any of you guys are looking to have one rebound. He does phenomenal work. I think the way he's done this, it's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. So I would definitely recommend him. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.